Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mahogany Circle of Hope show. My name is Ameedah Hasan, and I am one of the hosts of our podcast today. My co host is Gloria Bryant. Gloria, would you like to say hello?
Hello, everyone, and thanks for being on our show. Should be very informative. Thank you.
Thank you, Gloria. And one of our board members, our secretary, is Dorothy Bradley. She's also here today with us, too. Dorothy, would you like to say hello also?
Well, hello to everyone. Thank you.
And thank you. And we also have our guest today, Miss Mary Henderson, our producer of the Mahogany Show. She will be our guest today and we will be interviewing her. Mary, you want to say hello also?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for inviting me. And I'm just looking forward to this and having a good time and having fun.
All right. Thank you, Mary. I'm going to start out with Mahogany Circle of Show podcast mission statement. The Mahogany Circle of Hope show, our mission is to uplift, inform, and empower cancer survivors as they navigate life beyond diagnosis. We create a safe and inspiring space where stories of resilience meet expert guidance on healing physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Through heartfelt conversations, practical wellness strategies, and a community first approach, we aim to support survivors in reclaiming their vitality, rediscovering joy, and thriving in their new chapter of life. We are also dedicated to information and resources to promote healthy communities by having different topics and different guests on our show. So, once again, we're happy to have our producer as our guest today. She has written a new book called Passion to Profession, Step by Step Healthcare Career Guide. So we're happy today to have Mary Henderson. I will start out by reading Mary's bio, and I think you all will be impressed with it. And she comes with a lot of knowledge. Mary Henderson, a native of the San Francisco Bay Area, is a retired nurse, educator, and healthcare career coach with more than 3 decades of experience in nursing and healthcare education. She holds a bachelor's degree in public health education, has dedicated her career to prepare and mentor the next generation of healthcare professionals. Mary served as a vocational nursing instructor approved by the California Board of Vocational Nursing and Psychiatric Technicians. She has also taught nursing assistant and medical assistant programs and previously held a California Career Technical Education teaching credential. She is also a certified transformational coach with emphasis in women's health. As the creator of the Healthcare Career Success Program, Mary has empowered students across California to explore healthcare career pathways and pursue their professional goals with confidence. And I'm glad you put in there with confidence. She is the author of Unleashing Your Healing Potential and co author of Unleashing the Power of Her, author of Passion to Profession Step by Step Healthcare Career Guide. She is also an article author for tips on hypertension in women in the Women to Women magazine. Outside of her professional work, Mary enjoys gardening, playing the keyboard with her son, and y'all need to hear her play that organ because she can play that gospel music and spending time with her children and her grandsons. So, once again, we welcome our producer, Mary Henderson, and we'll go ahead and get started with our interview today. So,
Wow.
Gloria, you want to get us started this afternoon?
Yeah, Ameedah, that was an awesome introduction of Mary. I didn't know all those things. I didn't know, boy, we're blessed. Mahogany's
Yep.
blessed. So I'm gonna start out by asking you, what motivated you, Mary, to write this book, your newest book?
I think it came back from my educational background. I was how this started. I was going to a church, and they asked me to share my experience being a nurse at a high school. It was a continuation high school. So I said, sure. I was retired. I had just retired too. I had just retired, and I don't even think I didn't even get my retirement check yet. I mean, I was really, really tired. So I said, okay, sure, why not? So I went, and they kept calling me back, to give to share, my experience of being a nurse. And I kept going. I think I went for about since before the pandemic, and I guess about 3 years. I volunteered doing that. And these were children that were, they were at-risk children, from 10th grade through 12th grade. So I ended up writing a curriculum, and I really enjoyed it. And I even had a tour. Kaiser even gave us a tour of the facility. So I really, really enjoyed it. So from that, and then with the pandemic, and then from that, I said, well, I could actually, start doing this myself because during the pandemic, we needed to get educated and see what we was going to do next. So I started talking to people doing that. But I didn't know it was going to take off like this, like this. But
Oh,
people, especially I devoted my life to women, because I even had an organization, Women Health Management, and I want women to succeed. Not that I want the men to succeed either, but we have this thing that we have so much doubt sometimes.
mm-hmm.
So much doubt we can't do it. Some of us are single, all right. But what we need to understand, our passion is not behind us. We need to look forward, for that passion also. So that's actually how I started writing the book. Good long story short.
So when did this one publish? When did you publish this one, this Passion to Profession?
Okay, this book should be on the market May 1st. All right,
Okay.
Oh,
with
okay.
No, I tried to look it
with
up. I couldn't
Amazon.
pull it up. Yeah.
With
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so
Amazon.
May 1st.
Yeah, with
Ameedah.
Amazon. It was supposed to have been out, but they sent me back to do something. There's always some technical difficulties. So so I had to do something. So we're looking at May 1st.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be
That's
out.
good to know. That's good to know, Mary. What specific alternative health careers can you name for that young people or the next generation can train to be and make a good living with?
These young people want something fast training
Exactly.
to make
Mhm.
money. All right. So there are careers like OR tech, takes
Hmm.
about 6 to 12 months.
Really?
I encourage students to go to the community colleges and the
Hmm.
adult school because a lot of times these adult schools they have the same program as these private post-secondary programs. And
Hmm.
private post-secondary programs would mean they're just about private, all right? So they have the ability to charge you more.
That's
And you
true.
end up with the student loans and things like that. Not saying not to do it. I'm not saying private post-secondary schools don't go, but I'm just saying look at all your other options first because sometimes you can get the same education for a little cheaper. All right. And
Mhm.
then you won't have this bill after you graduate. So there is OR Tech. Of course, I'm in California, so the salaries are a little bit higher in California. So the OR Tech starts here at 30 to 36 an hour here in
Oh,
California. And then you have your medical assistant, you have your front and back office. All right. Those trainings are like 9 months to 12 months. That's with our certification. But you can get your associate degree, and it will last like 2 years. All right, because that'll be 4 semesters. So you could be a medical assistant and not certified. All right. And then you could be the medical assistant that is certified with an associate degree, which means that if you're certified, you'll make more money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there is the EKG technician.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
right. Mm-hmm.
That's another okay, medical systems are doing good. Let me get back to medical systems. I didn't tell you guys the salary. Medical systems are doing good. One particular hospital started them at 3,500. I mean $35 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean they're up there with the LVNs,
Mm-hmm.
because the LVNs make I think about $30 an hour
Mm-hmm.
basically. But some of these, yeah, because I looked at it this morning. All depends where you work. Of course, you're in
Mm-hmm.
another state where it's cheaper, you're gonna start a little bit lower. But I'm talking about California. So if you are in another state, so I encourage you to go on their website, all right, and see what the approved schools, that's going on, and if they have any citations, are they on probation, and those things like that. Because I was looking on, it was Facebook, and they had an LVN school. They say you could be an LVN in 2 weeks.
That. Wait a minute.
2 weeks.
That's
No,
scary.
you can't. No, you
That's
can't.
scary.
That is
Two
scary. How
weeks.
you gonna take the test? You have to have so many clinical
That's like
hours
the
for each
You
test.
have
housekeeping
to have
person
15.
transferred over.
For California, it's 1,530 hours
Yeah.
for to be a licensed vocational nurse, the training, and to be have a completion, a
Wow.
certificate of completion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's at 2 weeks. See, stuff like that, people really get tied up with things like that. Because I remember when
Wow.
the pandemic first started, people were making schools from their garage. I'm serious.
Making
So,
schools from their
yeah,
garage.
they were
From
Wait a
starting
minute.
garage.
schools from their garage. Yeah, I'm serious.
I don't
So,
even think you
so
could
that
be.
I mean, you really need to look into that because you want something anxious that sounds good. You be tied into something. So I would suggest take your time and do your homework. All right. Another thing is I always tell students, those that are into nursing. Oh, no, let me get back. I'm excited. I'm getting to the other part. But anyway, I say EKG is 6 months to a year. All right.
Okay.
And they make around $28 an hour in California. And then with EKG and phlebotomist is a good thing to do. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
get 4 to 6 weeks training, and they start at 35 to 45,000 a year. So that's phlebotomist and medical billing code. I mean, they even have that remote now. All right, and
Mm-hmm.
that takes about 6 months training for medical
Wow.
billing, and they make about 40 to 60,000 a year.
That's not bad, and you can work from home. I've seen when they first started that,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people were working from home, doing coding. Sure was,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a very important job because that's
Mm-hmm.
how everybody get paid. They have the
Mm-hmm.
correct codes for the
Yeah,
procedure.
yeah.
Yeah. So those are the four. Yeah, but I was back to saying that especially with any type of medical profession you want to get into, you always want to check the status of the school.
Mm-hmm.
Always check the status of the school. Go to the website, especially nursing. LVNs, RNs, CNA, see if they have any non-compliance. See if they are they're in the process of making a correction. See if they're on probation. If they're on probation, they're not supposed to accept students. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know, you don't know. All right.
Right.
So that's one thing. And if you are have to take a state examination like the NCLEX, you want a school that's at least passing with 85%. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I tell everybody at least 85, not the 70% one, but you at least want a school that's passing 85, even possible 90, because they're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, when they pass with that. to pass, I'm looking at to pass the NCLEX, as a student, the LPNs, the LVNs, they need to pass with 80%, but the
Mhm.
RNs need to pass with 75%. Isn't that something?
Now,
Thought
see,
that
that
was
ain't
something.
right.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So that's the four, but there's plenty of them out there. And that's even that community health worker. They're like in between the medical and social work. But still, I think I still talk about that because they do a lot for the patient. They go over their meds, go over their doctor's office, they go over their history. So it's a lot that community health workers do also. That's also a good career. All right, because most time you make your own schedule. Okay.
With the CHWs, what do you know what the salary is if they are a full-time community health worker? I was just curious.
Okay, I know in the Bay Area they can make about $30 an hour.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but in Southern California, and again, this depends on who you're working for.
That's
All
true.
right. It depends on who you're working for. In Southern California, they make about $28 an hour. So,
Okay.
but then again, it all depends who you're working for, what company you're working for, because that may
Right.
vary.
How long
Yeah.
do they take you? How long does that take for you to get certified? A
Oh,
community
For
health
some
worker.
programs, it'd be one semester.
mm-hmm.
All right.
So
And then
what
some
is that, four
programs, it'd
months?
be half of that semester.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
It don't take that long.
mm-mm. I think that's
Okay.
a good program because you
I
get
do
in
too.
there, talk to your patient, and then you're out. You spend your $45 and you could chart doing the $45, 45 minutes and talk to your patient. And then you get a
Mm-hmm.
chance to be out and have the one-on-one with you and your patient. And I like
I
that.
think I think the CHW is a good program. When Washington State started it, it was free. And it was
Mm-hmm.
basically just modules, and we met twice at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the course and at the end of the course. And me and Mindy and Ann Mumford took it. And then but you were responsible to complete these modules every week, and then you would email the exam in. But it was
Mm-hmm.
free at that time. So I don't know, it might cost now. I'm not sure. Each state is different though.
Well, in California, we don't have a board. We don't have a board for the CHW yet.
Oh, okay.
So I will be starting one in
Oh,
August
okay.
because you don't have a board. Now,
Mm-hmm.
for as free, I'm planning to get mine with a grant,
I don't
and
blame you.
so it can be free to my students.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I plan to do. I pick out the book and everything already. The book is $75 though.
so
But
That's good to know, Mary. We's gonna get to that. It's so okay.
yeah, the book is
so
$75, and I
that's
think
a
we're gonna have
question of
fun.
grant. Yeah.
Yeah, with the
What'd you
grants, the
say,
students come in
Gloria?
free.
No, I was just saying I'm gonna, because I'm getting all this information from my grandson. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell him, see if you can find a grant first before
Hmm.
you make any move.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you could do that. Or he can attend a school that's getting the grant and the students attend free.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mary, I got a question. So, we have what we call Bates Technical College here in Tacoma,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have Clover Park Technical College in Lakewood. But, ladies, can you help me out? That's a technical college, but um, those students have to pay, right? I mean, there's a fee to be in those programs, right?
They have to pay unless they're on some type of program or they have a
Okay.
grant. So
Okay.
even
Do
TCC,
do they
Okay.
take
so
federal loans and things like that? FAFSA?
Probably so. Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
sounds
probably
like
so.
probably post-secondary.
yeah, I'm not sure on that one because we got the UW here. That's probably why
Hmm.
where they would go for
But I
the
know
other
they
type.
have the lab tech there.
They have lab
Yeah,
tech.
And I think they got dental hygienists there too. So the
Now they
other
make good
they
courses,
money
have
too.
the medical front office, back office because that's where I
oh,
took
they
mine at.
do? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
I don't know if they're calling it something different now because the secretaries that was in the hospital, the unit clerks and all that, they have a new name now. They've been
Oh, okay.
promoted. They have a different name, but it's still the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we used to
So
call them ward clerks. Now
yeah,
it's a
they
Yeah,
were
medical
ward
something.
yeah.
clerks,
Yeah,
and
now
then
it's
they
medical
was
something. I can't remember. But
yeah.
yeah, you need to know medical terminology and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the
yeah.
dictation and transcriptions, transcribe.
So it makes me wonder now with the medical secretaries or the ward clerks or whatever, because back when I was doing it, we had to translate all the doctor's orders. So
Hmm.
now with the a computer, like I wonder how that is done.
Oh,
You
me
know,
too. Yeah.
I was just wondering because when I go to the doctor now, he's doing everything on the computer. Who takes his orders off?
The
It
medical
used to be.
assistant or the transcriber or scribe now. They have a person called scribe.
Mm,
Oh,
And she goes in with her little pad and she be writing the notes, whatever, or the doctor. But
oh,
she'll go
okay.
okay.
back and correct it.
Boy,
You know,
things
Okay.
have changed,
because
Come a
huh?
that has
long
happened to my
way.
doctor. That has
My
happened to my
doctor is an
doctor.
old doctor. He still have paper charts.
Oh,
For
So
he has
real,
paper
for
chart?
he
real.
would
No, he
still
don't.
have them paper charts, big thick charts.
Now
I
that
No, he
mean,
is
don't have
something.
paper chart.
That's something. Yep. Yep.
Oh
That's
my
something.
goodness.
I
Well,
know. I
yeah,
be looking at it. I was saying, I hate to be the person that's taking those orders off.
but see,
Yep.
that's another avenue also, that scribe thing. This little
That's true.
girl,
Yeah.
because I went to the doctor and this little girl came tweet, 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 tweet inside the room with me and she was just writing and talking and writing, and she went out when we were finished, she went out to the nurse's station and she told the doctor, you should have did this or that, whatever. So, and she caught
Hmm.
what she didn't say or do, something like that. So that's a nice little thing to do also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Professions in that area have really expanded, huh?
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
guess you do have to be computer knowledge to
Oh yeah.
function.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh
even
yeah, you
probably
not forget it.
housekeeping, everything is in the computer. It's just amazing how it's come from a few years back, maybe like 20 years back. It's
Mm-hmm.
come a long way. But anyway, go
Mm-hmm.
ahead, Mita.
Um, thank you, Mary, for you covered quite a few. You did the tech, the medical assistant, EKG tech, phlebotomy, medical billing, and the community health worker. That's fine. So there are alternatives to nursing. And these people help support the clinics in the hospital. They are needed. So
Support,
they
yeah, they're
sound
very
like they
important.
are, yeah, they sound like they can really be a career that would last, your adult, time.
Hmm.
So thank you. What age or demographic were you trying to target with this health professional handbook? What were you thinking when you wrote it? Who were you trying to um, get to go in these professions?
I was targeting people that have a challenge in school. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Now our school system, it has failed us most of the time. Some of them haven't, but some of us have. And some of our 11th and 12th graders, they're not reading that well. They're not spelling that
Oh
well.
well, that's
Their
true.
math
Yeah,
skills are low.
yeah.
All right. So I that's what I was mainly targeting, black and brown women. All right. The single parent. Again, I'm back to single parent. I guess my experience, I was single parent. I know it was the struggle at that
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So not that men don't have the same struggle. Okay, that's not it. But I wanted to let them know that there are alternatives out there, there are different pathways out there. When I was going to school, I didn't know, and other people knew. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So I try to relate to them that don't give up. There are different pathways, no matter who you are, what you are, and what situation that you're in. It is different pathway. You can succeed your goal in whatever medical career that you would like to do.
mm.
So that's what I have in this book. All right. Even adults come to me, they want to change their career. I'm talking
Right.
about
That's
50
true.
and older.
That's
They want to
true.
change their
Yeah.
career. And sometimes they don't know what they want to do. So it's not all kids. And I have had kids as young as 10th grade, you
Mm,
know, and their parents wanted to get start thinking. And
mhm,
I think with some of us, we do not train our kids. Start thinking about that at 10th grade. Sort of what you think you may want to do, although they might not know what they want to
mhm,
do, but they can start taste thinking towards that avenue. Do I want to do this? Or do that? I remember I was teaching a class in Southern California, and I had 10th graders. All right, 10th, 11th, and a few 12th graders, in there. And this one little boy came to me. He said, "My mom wear scrubs." And I said, "Oh, what does she do?" "I don't know. She be gone a long time. She come in scrubs." you know. But that's a mom don't have time to really talk to her son and to sit down and
mhm,
explain to him, I don't know, she could be a tech. I don't know. I didn't know what she was. But
mhm,
he realized when I was talking, and looking at the PowerPoint, it was something my mom does something with scrubs. She wears scrubs, you know what I mean?
mhm, mhm,
So that's why I'm saying sometimes we have to start their neurons thinking that this may be something I want to do.
mhm. Absolutely, absolutely.
I think sometime in the past, the men felt that they um, they didn't want to be in the nursing field, the medical field. They steered away from it because they felt like that was a woman's job. But
Mhm.
now, in this day, when I go to my doctor, I see male and female,
Yes,
front
Uh-huh.
yes,
desk workers, back office workers. The males are right there. So
yep,
it's okay if it's a male to be in the
yes,
medical field. It's
absolutely.
a good field.
It
It's
is.
one so far that they can't slowly let it slide by. It's not going to go by the wayside. The medical field is
Absolutely,
always here, I believe,
absolutely.
even with the computers, even with
Yes,
all the high technology that we have now
Mhm.
in the medical field. It's still going to be here. So that's a
absolutely.
great field to be in. It's good to know you don't just have to be a nurse. There's
That's
so
right.
many other
Mhm.
options, yeah, that you open that door and telling them about Mary. We thank you for that because yeah, sometimes they get confused that they can't work in that field.
Absolutely.
It's a female
Yeah,
field.
that's true. That's
And
true.
I'm glad you shared with us. Now, this is a 10th grader. He doesn't know what his mother's profession is, but
Mhm.
all he knows is that she wears scrubs.
Mhm.
But if she had time to share with him, maybe that would be something that he would want to do later
Exactly.
on. She might not
Exactly.
be a nurse, but she might be the EKG tech, or she might be working in a lab drawing the blood, and that's something
Exactly.
that he could do and sustain
Mhm.
himself with as a very respected profession, but making decent money to take care of
Mhm.
himself. So that
Exactly.
you're right, Gloria. The men, uh, we need to really push that. This it's for everybody,
It
and
is. This is for
I go
everybody.
back to the military when me and you work for the Navy. Those corpsmen, I've never seen such efficient young men who could
Mhm.
come in there and do that CPR, could draw that blood, everything. They did
Uh-huh.
everything,
Uh-huh.
and they
They
were
did.
young,
They did.
and most of them when they leave the military, they can go into the civilian world, work as an EMT, work for the fire department as an EMT.
Mhm.
They got the skills. So you're right. We need to start promoting that even for the males also, that you can go into this field. You don't have to be a nurse, but you could do other things. So
It's
that's
other
awesome.
support things.
Yep.
There's other support things. And also
Yep.
there's the ultrasound tech.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
That's right.
ultrasound tech, they make good money and
They
they
sure
can
their
do.
start
training,
as
yeah,
a
their
tech
training
and
is
go
about
on.
18 months.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they
Hmm
make excellent money.
Yep. They do.
There's
They
the
do.
X-ray tech, short-term training. They
Mhm.
it's it may take a year in some programs. They make
Mhm.
excellent money, excellent shifts. All right,
Mhm.
Kaiser, they have openings for things like this, for positions like that.
Mhm.
But back to the male and the female, I remember when I'm dating myself, when I first started as a CNA, And and y'all remember that time they had women's liber women's liberation.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, the women wanted to be the EMT, and they wasn't welcome in the EMT arena, if you
Uh,
remember. So when they
yeah,
found
yeah.
they let them be an EMT, then there were more men at that time being nurses,
Mm-hmm. That's
But
true.
Mhm.
now,
So now things have shifted, sort of.
now it has
Yeah.
shifted. Yeah, now it
Yeah.
has shifted.
Yeah. So you brought up a lot of good things. How are we with our time? Um, are we good or
Yeah, we go.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is
okay?
it's
Okay.
3:30.
Oh, okay. All right. So yes, this I'm asking my own question. This will definitely be a good guide for young people. Your book, and
Well, thank you.
it would be worth the investment and you said the cost is $75 for the
For
book.
the community health worker, the class I'm going
No,
to have, in the fall.
I'm
Okay,
talking
that
about
book will
your
be
book
$75,
itself.
but this book is only $24, 24.99.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I try to keep it in the limit.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So, Dorothy, you have any questions?
No, and just where do they get your book?
Okay, it will be on Amazon May 1st.
Okay. Yeah.
May 1st be on Amazon. So y'all pray for your sister.
We will. Yeah, that's
No,
We'll
you.
coming up
do well
soon.
with
Stepping
it.
This
out
is
here deep.
excellent. This is excellent, Mary. I'm learning a lot too, especially for the community health worker. They have really merged that into a profession now. That's awesome. That's awesome. Gloria, you have any other questions?
I was gonna ask Mary if she was gonna have a book signing
Yeah,
for your
I
book.
should.
you should.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am seriously thinking about that, having a book
yeah,
signing or something. Yeah.
yeah. You should do that. Yeah, and maybe you need to hit all the health
The
fairs too.
healthcare, huh? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
idea. That's
Yeah.
the idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
You
they have a
should.
Thank you for
lot
the
of health fairs
idea.
there?
Huh?
Do they have a lot of health fairs going on there? Health fair,
Health fairs
in your
on
area.
what site? Oh, in my area?
Mm-hmm.
In Southern California, well, that'll be LA. So it's a few that come up on my screen,
Mm-hmm.
but here in Northern California, I haven't seen one here in a while, though. Come and think about it. I used to almost have them once a month
Mm-hmm.
because I was in four counties here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Oh,
some of them called me, said, when you having this, when you having that, so I probably will bring it back up pretty soon, probably before the year is out.
So will your book be on Amazon?
It'll be on Amazon.
Okay. Any
Yeah, that
other venues that it can be purchased also?
okay, that I need to even get my own book, okay, because it wasn't published.
You're
I need to
right. May
publish it
you
to it
said May
first.
1st. You're okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you still
so
in yeah.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
process.
Okay.
You take time to write the book, and then to get it published is another process.
That's true.
So
That's true.
this
Yeah, that's
process is a
true.
little different because Amazon has changed,
Hmm.
okay, with the processing. So
I
yeah,
have a question, Mary. How
sure.
did you come up with the title?
Because you need to be passionate to get in any type of healthcare,
That's
whoever
true.
you are, supportive. If you're a support group, you're an RN, the LVN, the doctor, you need to have that passion, not just for money.
That's true.
I was telling somebody that they wanted to start a home for the elderly.
Hmm.
And I told them, I said, make sure you're doing it because you're passionate for it.
Hmm.
Because
it's real.
the supervisors that come in, they'll know if you just in it for the money.
Hmm.
You need to be passionate, which means being passionate, which means you do it even if you're not getting paid for it.
Hmm.
You do it. So that's how I came up with that. And then you want to be professional.
That's
Regardless of
true.
what position that you have, you need to be professional and respect the
Absolutely.
patient.
That's
Absolutely.
true.
Can you and then in your bio you said the Woman to Woman magazine.
Hmm.
Could you share with us what exactly that is, or journalism, or
Yeah, I
uh,
have a friend. She has a magazine. She puts out every 2 months, I think. Don't quote
mhm,
me. I think Joanne puts that magazine out every 2 to 3 months. And the
mhm.
name of her magazine is Woman to Woman. And you need to subscribe to it.
Subscribe?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I wrote an article. She wanted me to write an article in her book. And she previous has been a pastor, and she had previously had a women's home also.
Mm.
So she teach a lot to women also. She does a lot of teaching.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been very informative, Mary, and
Well, I'm glad.
we
I'm
glad to
glad. I'm
have
glad you
you.
guys invite me.
Of
My
course,
heart beating like this.
you
Boom, 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 boom,
you
boom,
are
boom, boom,
our
boom, boom.
producer, and we you any new projects you have, we want to promote it, and let the community know what you're doing. So, yeah, we definitely had to have you on. Anybody else have any more questions or anything?
No, I was just going to ask Mary that did she have anything she wanted to leave us with? Um,
Yes.
anything she'd like us to
Anything?
carry on?
I just want everybody to know, don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I want everybody to know you can do it. You may you may not learn the same way as that next person, but because we all learn in different ways anyway. But just keep with it. Don't give up and take the path that's good for you. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Everybody's path. Everybody don't go to a 4 year college.
that's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
And don't feel bad. You
Yes.
mhm,
know, if you need to brush up with your skills, I mean, don't feel bad because then you will be successful in your 4 year college.
Mm-hmm.
If you decide to transfer. So that's why I want to let everybody know, follow your passion, all right, that's in front of you, all right, and do not let anybody discourage you. And because you have a different path than somebody else, you're going to take your path and be successful.
no,
Absolutely.
that's so
Absolutely.
true.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go around one more time. Dorothy, any comments, any questions?
I just want to thank Mary for her pursuit and what she's doing. And it is very encouraging to other women as well. So we're just really thankful to you, Mary.
Well, thank you, Miss Dorothy. Is it Miss Dorothy or Missionary Dorothy? Is it Missionary Dorothy? District Missionary Dorothy? Which one is it?
We've been calling her wrong.
What?
Missionary?
Is it missionary? She is a Bible class teacher, though. She knows scripture. So,
That's good.
Gloria, you have anything else to?
It's not missionary Gloria, I can tell you that for sure.
Oh
But
my goodness. I come.
no,
Oh
Mary,
my
thank you
goodness.
so very much for all the information and the encouragement. People need to hear that you can
Hmm.
do it, and
Yep.
it's true. We all learn at a different pace, a
Yes.
different style.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's different, but we still can learn. So we need
Yes.
to know you
Exactly.
can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And we thank you so much, Mary, for encouraging
Well, thank you.
Mahogany, keeping
Yes.
us on track. So we
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh, no
wait to
Absolutely.
read
problem.
your book.
I
Yep.
like it actually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I will get a copy also. I got some cousins that need to be focused, and they need to see what's out there in the health field, that everybody not going to college, but these are careers that you could sustain yourself with, and that you can learn and do it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good to know all these alternatives, that they have
Is even a
options.
dietitian.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. That's right.
Yeah, I did
That's
Is
a
even a
too.
good one too.
dietitian.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Start.
dietitian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Oh, physical therapy. It's so many
Physical
different
therapy.
fields.
yeah,
Yeah, you could
yeah.
be a doctor of physical therapy. You could be a physical therapy aide. to
Hey,
start.
Yeah.
that's right. Sure can.
It's a lot.
Absolutely.
It's a lot.
There's a
It's just
lot.
making
So
people
The
there are
thing is
aware.
options.
not that 8 to 12 years of schooling. You can go, I mean, a year to two, that's a quick course, but you
It
got a
is.
Hmm.
course, you
It
learn
is.
something that you'll be able to use it as your career. I mean, if you choose
Absolutely.
you like that,
Absolutely.
you can still advance in it later,
Absolutely.
so it's a lot to think about. You need to
It
just
is.
do your research,
Yep.
and
Hmm.
Yep.
just
But now
see.
they have your book. They got a handbook. They can go through it and say, okay, I think I want this one. This one only takes 6 months. This one take you outline all that. So I'm
Hmm.
glad you wrote that book, and that's encouraging. So
Well,
once
thank you.
again, we
Thank you
thank
guys
our
for inviting me.
producer, Mary Henderson, and May 1st, her book will be out, and we're gonna go out and get it, and we're gonna share it with the next generation to get them focused on healthcare careers. So once again, Mary, we thank you for being our guest. I have one announcement. This Friday at People's Center, Community Center in Tacoma, in the Hilltop, they are having a health fair resource fair. Mahogany will have a vendor's information table there, but this is supposed to be on site. Anything that you need. I think they're not having dental, but they having everything else. If you don't have health insurance, they're supposed to have everything there to help people in the community, and that's Friday,
Hmm.
the 17th, April the 17th, at Hilltop People's Community Center in Tacoma. So once again, Mary, we thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you for being our producer and mentoring us and getting us, I ain't gonna say
Sure.
senior, I'm gonna say getting us seasoned
With
ladies
mhm.
into media to have the courage to have a podcast. So thank you for coming and thank you for sharing your new book with us.
Well,
And so
thank you.
remember, audience, May 1st, her book will be out for sale, and it's $24. You say
24.99.
24.99, and even us grandmas, we need to get that book and give it to our grandsons and granddaughters so they can start thinking on that path. I can be in the health professional career. I don't have to be a nurse. I can do other things to support
Hmm.
in the hospital, in the clinics and stuff. So that's motivating. And I like what you said of encouragement, having the confidence that they can do it. So once again, we thank Mary Henderson, our producer, and we were sharing her new book, Passion to Profession. And you all have a great day. And once again, thank everybody, Gloria and Dorothy, for coming on today. And we thank our guest, Mary Henderson. So everyone
Thank you for
have a
having me.
great afternoon. See you
All right.
next time.
All right. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye, everyone.